So I'm a huge fan of Turo. If you've never used it, it's like life-changing. I will never rent a car from a rental car company again. But this is a classic example of how not to do public affairs. This is an email, which is awesome. I love the idea of using your customer base to try to effectuate change to influence legislation or regulations. I wish more companies would do it. More companies would have the courage to do it. And Toro's, give them some credit for reaching out and asking for support from customers to take action. What the problem is that they don't give any details here. They're making it very opaque about what it is they're talking about, and then I just assume, okay, fine, I'm gonna follow along here because I support Turo and I like the idea of having Turo, and I go through and you click through, and it doesn't explain it. It doesn't tell me what they're trying to accomplish in this very short set of words. It doesn't give me the information I need to decide whether I want to support this or not. And then you look over here, and their tool they're using is kind of sort of explains what a legislator should hear, but it doesn't really explain what it is that I'm agreeing to or supporting. Now I went and I looked what AB 2361 does, and I kind of understand it. And I'm in the business of public policy. This is a bad effort. They could have been so much more effective by truly explaining it, putting a little video here, explaining what the dynamics are. And it's all really about insurance and liability. And I think the reason why they're hesitant to give real detail is they're kind of exposing the fact that they're liable and the driver of the vehicle or the owner of the vehicle is liable. And there's also the fact that they kind of encourage you to buy an insurance policy. And I think they're concerned about all three of those things, about people having too much exposure, understanding of how those things work. But if you're going to ask for my support, you're going to have to explain that to me. So I love the fact they're reaching out to customers, really using their customer base for this purpose, and I love the service itself. I think it's a pretty amazing tool, and I'll use it forever as long as they're around. But this was a very weak effort for a public affairs team, and they really could have done a whole lot better.